You might as well come back up here. I know you were driving this car.
I wasn't driving nothing. You can't prove it.
Isn't that the car you were in?
Yo, listen, number one, I know my rights, so listen.
So, he's laid claims to not being in this vehicle is what he told me. I said, were you driving this vehicle? He said, you can't prove I was in that vehicle. I know my rights. I said, okay, fair game. So, that is that. He is not a resident. He's not part of this vehicle. He claimed that. Something's going on. There's a reason he distanced himself from this vehicle and said that he was not in this vehicle. So they're checking the cameras, which is going to put him in this vehicle. Right. And if he comes back in this parking lot again, he's going to jail. Final warning.
This encounter took place on June 19th, 2024, outside a convenience store in Lake City, Florida. 2 credit cards and a fake ID would later turn up hidden beneath a log in the woods nearby.
Good evening. Who are you with?
Who am I with?
Yes, ma'am.
By myself.
No, you're not. Somebody's driving this vehicle. You didn't drive over here by yourself. You're in the passenger seat. Still sitting in the passenger seat.
Okay. Your point.
Is that marijuana coming out of the vehicle? It is. Step out of the vehicle for me, ma'am. You got a medical marijuana card?
What marijuana? You see me smoking? Do you see a
Q, do you smell that marijuana coming out of the vehicle?
I can smell it.
Do you have a medical marijuana card?
You can smell it.
Coming out of the vehicle, do you have a medical marijuana card?
You see weed?
Ma'am, listen, I'm not arguing with you. Do you have a medical marijuana card?
But I'm not arguing with you either.
Do you have a medical marijuana
I'm
card?
asking you,
In the state of Florida, I do indeed smell weed. I don't have to see it. I can smell it. This nice officer here can also smell it. Deputy First, can you smell the marijuana coming out of this vehicle?
Really?
Yes. That is 3, 2, 1. So do you have a medical marijuana card that is valid in the state of Florida? You don't? Okay, then step out of the vehicle for me. Ma'am, I'm not going to ask you twice, okay?
Okay, can you give me a second?
No, ma'am. I've asked you politely 2 times. Can you please step out of the vehicle? Somebody that asked to step out of the vehicle.
Can I help you?
You have your driver's license with you?
My driver's license?
ID, any type of identification?
Yes.
May I
Am
see
I in
it?
trouble in any type of way?
So here's the thing. You don't have a medical marijuana card. I can smell the marijuana emitting from the vehicle.
You can smell the weed coming from the car.
100%. I'm standing right here and can smell it.
Oh, really?
You are sitting in the vehicle.
Okay.
Do you have your ID with you?
I do.
Can I see it? Actually, I'm not even asking anymore. I'm going to tell you I need to see your ID. I have probable cause to ask for identification, so now you're going to provide it to me, or you're going to go in handcuffs, and I'm going to place you under arrest for failure. I've asked you 3 times, and you have not provided me.
Your request, though.
I'm not going to keep arguing with you. Here's where we're going.
With you. No, why are you?
100%.
Why are you grabbing
Because I've asked you twice.
No, y'all are not.
You're about to go to jail for resisting. I promise.
Stop. You're saying me for what?
Stop.
Just relax.
Because I've asked you 3 times for your ID.
Me to relax, and
You're about to go to jail for resisting. Now stop. I'm not going to keep doing this with you.
I'm about to go to jail for resisting.
100%.
You smell marijuana on me. The marijuana you don't see nowhere in the car.
I don't have to see it. I smell it coming from the vehicle. You do not have a valid marijuana card in the state of Florida.
Really? Okay.
Let the phone go.
No, I'm not letting my phone
Either you let it go, it's going to get broken.
It's going to break.
Get the off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off of me.
She's fine.
No, I do not like how y'all came up.
None of this is that deep. You got to calm down.
It is that deep. What are you talking about? You talking about marijuana?
Your compliance doesn't require this
My
much effort.
compliance doesn't come. He asked me to see my ID. I told him I was gonna go get it.
No,
I
you
ended
didn't.
up getting
I said, do you have your ID? You said,
And
yes. I said, can I
do.
see it? And then you got smart. I asked you again.
I got smart.
You got smart
also,
again.
you feel
So
your feelings are hurt
here's
because
where
I
it's
got
going.
smart.
My feelings are not
Really?
hurt. All right, I got a better idea.
I feel
You're going to
some type
jail.
of way. I'm going to jail.
You are.
Where's my phone at?
Nope, you're going to jail. Stop resisting.
Get off of me. You're
Stop resisting.
I want a woman to handle me. Get the
Walk.
Get her. I want a woman to handle me. Get the off of me.
Put her in my car.
I want a woman to
You know
handle me.
you do know you're
I
getting
want a
charged.
woman to. I want a woman.
Hang on, let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you.
Stop
Hang on,
talking. I want a woman to
You
handle
just-
me. I want a woman to handle me. Let go.
Put her in the car.
Let go of me.
You should have seen how that guy that ran off, he was in there like at the
Wait, so he said he was trying to get a pack carton of cigarettes?
He was trying to get.
He's credit card scam.
Yeah, he had a.
Yeah, so she wanted to play funny games with me. I asked for her ID twice. She's like, I don't have it. I said, you don't have your ID? She's like, I don't have a driver's license. I have an ID. So let me see it.
Right.
Then as I'm walking to the car, she hit me with her elbows. Thank you. Put her in my car.
I want a woman.
So therefore, she's going to be charged with all of it.
Right.
And I'm about to search the car because there's marijuana in it. So I'm not going to keep arguing with you. He's walking down the road and he comes back. No, he's right there. He is coming back. Hey, bud, you might as well come back up here. I know you were driving this car.
I wasn't driving nothing. And you can't prove I was
Hey,
driving.
isn't that the car you were in?
Yo, listen, number one, I know my rights. So listen.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tow this vehicle because she's going to jail. So, is that your vehicle?
Call the sergeant.
Is that your vehicle?
There's nothing in my policy that says I have to call my car.
Hey, Lee, don't let anybody get in this car. Lee, go grab him. Don't let him go over there. Nobody gets in this car. I'm done with it. Y'all want to play games? Trust me, where I'm going today. Hey, do y'all have cameras out this door that faces this car right here? This white one? This white car. Do y'all have it? Just can you? Yep, there is a camera. Can you pull that camera back to when this car pulled up? Hey, don't let him in the car. You're not going in the car. I told you that when you walked up. You're not accessing this vehicle. You said you weren't in it. You're not in it. End of story. Hey, find out if he come in this vehicle. If so, we need his ID. If not, then he needs to leave.
All I'm saying is, I'm gonna leave right now. I know my rights, bro.
Know him somewhere else. I just need whenever this white truck right here pulled up, I just need to see who got out of the driver's seat. They have cameras. I'm about to pull it up, and then I'm going to come find you, I promise. He parked right in front of the camera, so I'm going to see him get out of it, and then I'm going to get his ID, because I know what happened. They're scamming the store is what they were trying to do with his credit card. That's why this is such a big deal. I know. She's like, there's no marijuana in here. There's also marijuana shake all over the thing right there. I guess she thought she was going to play some type of game. That's not going to happen. Here's all the rolling paper. Here's a rolling tray. But there's no marijuana in the vehicle. That makes a whole lot of sense to me. It's all right here. Here's more marijuana. Hold up, please. Somebody, they're buying all this from a dispensary. Hey, Lee, see if you can find an ID in there, because all this weed's coming from a dispensary. So either he's got a card, and he's playing the I wasn't in the vehicle card, so it doesn't matter. She says she doesn't have one, but she's also not providing any identification. So hold off on it. Let's find her ID first.
Either you're going to go or you're going to stay, but you need to make up your mind.
He's trespassing.
Yeah, you've been trespassing here, so if you come back on the road, you're going to jail. Thank you. There's a reason he left, but everything in this vehicle is packaged in like brand new stuff. Like they have acquired all of this stuff somehow.
That single detail connects every legal question this stop actually raises. The first question is whether the smell of marijuana alone can justify searching a car. Under Florida law, the odor of marijuana detected by a trained officer can establish probable cause on its own. This is often called the plain smell doctrine, and it does not require the officer to see the drug first. A second officer independently confirming the same odor strengthens that probable cause even further. Florida Statute 893.13 criminalizes possession of cannabis without a qualifying exception. That exception exists under Florida Statute 381.986, the medical marijuana use law. Without a valid card, even a small personal amount remains a criminal offense in this state. The next legal question involves ordering a passenger out of a vehicle during a lawful stop. The Supreme Court settled this in Pennsylvania versus Mimms for drivers, and later in Maryland versus Wilson for passengers. Once a stop is lawful, no separate justification is needed to order any occupant outside the car. Delay in complying is not itself a crime, but resisting once physical contact begins is a different matter entirely. Florida Statute 843.02 defines resisting an officer without violence. Pulling away and striking an officer during handcuffing satisfies that statute even without intent to injure. It is treated separately from resisting with violence, which requires an intentional act of force against the officer. This distinction matters because the legality of the stop itself does not have to be settled on the roadside. Florida gives citizens the right to challenge an unlawful stop in court, not through physical resistance in the moment.
See, he's so mad that we're searching his vehicle. There's something going on that he doesn't want to tell us.
Did you find his license?
No, I found hers, but what I'm trying to verify that she does not have a medical card because everything is coming from dispensary.
Yeah.
So he's laid claims to not being in this vehicle is what he told me. I said, were you driving this vehicle? He said, you can't prove I was in that vehicle. I know my rights. I said, okay, fair game. So that is that. He is not a resident. He's not part of this vehicle. He claimed that. So something's going on. There's a reason he distanced himself from this vehicle when we first come here. He disappeared. Now he wants to hang out by the road and say that he was not in this vehicle. So they're checking the cameras, which is going to put him in this vehicle.
Right.
And if he comes back in this parking lot again, he's going to jail. Final warning. She decided that she was not going to go in handcuffs. Then, walking across the thing, she decided to hit me with her elbow, so she's going to be charged with that as well.
I know my rights, bro. You got me tied up in
Make sure you stay on the roadway, because you come in this parking lot, you're going to jail. Alright, there is not a medical marijuana card in this wallet, or in this purse. I'm going to give him the opportunity, one last time, to claim this vehicle. Hey, last opportunity. Were you inside this vehicle? Yes or no?
trouble, bro.
Yes, a yes or no question, bud. Were you occupying this vehicle?
I understand what you're saying.
Were you occupying this vehicle? That's my only question. I'm not debating with you. I'm asking a yes or no question.
Remain silent, bro. You're not telling me nothing.
You're not under arrest, so I mean,
I have the right to remain silent.
then you have the right to walk down the road. But that vehicle's about to be towed, so I'm giving you the opportunity because I'm taking everything in it. So either A, were you in the vehicle?
It's people pulling up.
Were you in the vehicle? Yes or no?
People coming to get their stuff out.
No, they're not coming to get it, I promise. Were you in the vehicle? Yes or no? Sounds good. Start walking. All right, Lee, search it. I'll be back to help you in a second. Did you read her?
No, I've just been talking to
Okay.
her, explaining what's going on.
I'm going to read you something. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be against you in the court of law. Do you understand each of these rights if I've explained them to you? Okay, with those rights in mind, do you want to speak with me? It's a yes or no question.
What did you say?
With those rights in mind, would you like to speak with me?
Would I like to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Yes or no? Okay. Who is this guy that is raising all types of problems about this vehicle? Who is he to you? If you don't want to answer any questions, all you got to do is say no. We can be done with it. Okay, I'm going to take that as a no. She's 10:15. I'm not playing. Don, shut the door and come here for a second.
The third legal question is whether someone can be forced to admit being inside a vehicle. Florida has no general statute criminalizing a simple refusal to identify oneself during a consensual encounter. Once reasonable suspicion exists, Florida's stop and frisk law, statute 901.151, allows officers to demand identification. The person who is not under arrest can still decline to answer further questions and simply walk away. That right does not extend to lying about facts that can later be independently verified. Denying being inside a vehicle only to be contradicted by store security footage carries real legal weight, combined with concealing evidence that denial supports probable cause for a far more serious charge. Florida statute 817.568 covers fraudulent use of personal identification information. The statute does not require a completed purchase, only an attempt to use someone else's identifying information for gain. Hiding evidence under a log does not erase it. It simply adds a timeline that investigators can reconstruct. Grading the deputies, the officer who searched the vehicle, earns a B- for a legally sound stop with some mixed messaging. The investigating deputy earns an A- for building probable cause through evidence before making any arrest. Grading the citizens, the female passenger earns a D+, since her resistance created an avoidable second charge. The male subject earns a D, since his false denial was disproven by footage he had no way to control. The lesson here is simple. Disputing a stop is a legal argument, not a physical one, and it belongs in court. A denial that can be checked against video evidence is rarely a denial worth making. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police-court interactions.